Hi friends, this is Rajeshwar Raipati and welcome back to my channel Raipati. Before we go and discuss what actually today's topic is, please do like, subscribe, share my channel Raipati, and also share it with your friends who are working on Tableau and are looking for job support. Okay, now coming to today's topic, this question was posed to me by Mr. Vinay Kumar, and he's trying to achieve something like this chart. Now here he is this is the back one is one bar chart. This bar chart is of this gray color bar chart is of one measure. Now this light green is of one measure, and this I don't know what is this color. This is of another measure. So total three measures, and these two are side by side bar charts that are overlapped on another bar chart. So how to do this? Now, initially, looking at this, I thought, okay, we can do it with dual axis, but that is what I suggested him. But again, it is not possible. If you want, you can try it. It's not possible. Finally, I achieved it. I'll show you how. And before going there, the workbook, this workbook, whatever is this workbook on which I work, is present in Tableau Public. This place. Okay, you can go view this workbook and download this if you want to have a hands on it, and also do follow me so that you can get all the dashboards. See the certain works of mine, they are not all videos. Certain scenarios I'll just solve them and put it on public so that people whoever want can download them and see. Okay, now going back to the scenario. Now here if you see, this is one this gray color is one dimension, blue is profit, and this orange is sales. Now how do we achieve that? Let me go in here and take category. Okay, and then let me drag sales. Okay, then I'll make it entire view, and I'll let these be. Okay, fine, for now let them be. And I'm taking another dimension. Okay, another sheet. In this sheet again I'm dragging category, and I'm dragging sales, and I want to make it a side by side bar chart, so I'm going for a blended. Okay, now we got two charts. One is a bar chart, category and sum of sales, and the other is category with two measures which are side by side bar charts. One is profit and the other is sales. Now coming to the dashboard. Now when you want to do this, tiled version will not work. Only way you have to do is floating, because when you take tiled, let me drag one vertical container, and in this if I take 5 sheet 5, which is this one. Now when we drag for this to happen, we need to overlap one sheet over the other. Now here when you do that, in this if you take it as tiled, this will not help because you cannot overlap one on the other if it is tiled. Okay, and again there might be one more thought. Why can't I take one as tiled and take the other as floating? Now I'm not saying this is not possible, but when I tried, the issue is the axis matching, and that all became a problem. So my suggestion is to use only and only these floating sheets. Okay, now here let me drag 5. I'm just dragging it here. I'm just placing it like this. Okay, now I'm dragging my sheet 6 here over that. Or before going that, let me hide these, hide type. Okay, now also these we can change in the sheet, so no issues. Let me drag my sheet 6 here. Okay, I'm expanding it to the same, and again I'm saying hide sheet. Okay, now you have two three here. This is one and this is one. But when I put it over here, when I put sheet 6 over sheet 5, it is not showing whatever is in the background. So how to make the backside sheet also to be visible. The only trick is in the format. Okay, I should select this. In the format, first I'm selecting the sheet. In the format, I'll select shading, and in a sheet level, in the shading, I'll select none. Now when I say none, what happens is here the background is white in color. Now when I change black, it will become black in color, or I can change any of the background. At the same time, we can also have an option of not having a background. If I select none, it is showing the sheet that is in the back side. This is the back side. This is sheet 5 and this is sheet 6. Okay. Now, yeah, it's a bit, the overlapping is not fine, right? So we have to adjust that. So how do we do that? Now uh, I'm removing this axis. Okay. And at the same time, I will also hide these field labels. And I'll come here. I'll do the same. I'll just show axis. I don't want to show these. This is your choice. I am not showing it. Doesn't mean you should not show it. Okay. Now, see these lines. The problem is you already have these lines, right? So what are these? These are like these row dividers. Now, if I go into rows and I say, okay, these, okay, then it might be, what are these lines? Okay, then it might be grid lines. Yeah, these are the grid lines. Yeah, the grid lines are gone. Okay, even coming in here, I don't want these grid lines, so I'll remove the grid lines. These gone. Now these are axis and header separators, so we'll go into the borders. Now row dividers, if I say this as none, this is gone, and if I go to column and if I remove row dividers, even these lines are. Now if you look, it's a bit decent other than earlier. Now it looks a bit decent, right? But here are this profit, see this bar is starting from here. Now we are having this bar here, so what I'll do is I just pull it up so that now see they are both showing the same. Yeah, okay, now the it is a bit blurred because of the color issues. What I'll do is here I will mark this color as green. Okay, now in this what I'll do is I'll bring measure names and I'll put it in color. Okay, now if you go to dashboard 3, now it makes a bit sense, right? See, this is the background measure, and like whatever Mr. Vinay asked. See, this is the chart bar that is in the background and these two charts that are in the foreground. So that is what we have achieved here. But see here, the some overlapping is happening. That is because of this furniture, this slide level. So rather than removing this, what I'll do is I'll just go to format and I'll just make this color as the background of normally background. This is white. You can select whatever the color is in the dashboard background so that it will get mixed with that and it will not be visible. Now these are not visible. Now, why am I doing is just because if I hide the labels again, some distortion might come and I don't want that distortion. Now see, they're very plain and simple. Okay. Now, but this doesn't actually solve our issue. That is because when Mr. Vinay is asking, he's asked here. He want to show three different measures. Now here we showed sales. Here background is sales and this is also sales. That is why it was pretty easy. But now let me go into here and let me open one calculated field. I already wrote that. So some sales LOD. What is this LOD? Or sorry. Now this is your sales, right? So now what I want is now here rather than sales, I want it as I am creating a new measure with multiplying it by 120%. Okay. Now if you see, if you come here and see, it is not showing any difference. Actually, the sale value is a bit higher. if you see, I'll show you this. Now show header. Now the sale value is somewhere around the C 89400. But here if you see, this value is 74200. But when you come to your dashboard, both are being shown as the same. Height is showing as the same. But this is not right, right? Both of them should be on the same level. But here that is not happening. So that is why we have to make sure that this axis, whatever the axis, the axis of this and the axis of these should be always of the same level. But how do we do that? For that, we'll use something called as reference lines. So now I took 1.2 here, right? Now I'm just removing this. Okay, now it is same sum of sales. I wanted it in a formula. So what I'll do is I'll write a LOD, or let it be. Don't take that. I'll write a calculated field stating sum of sales into 1.2. Now I could directly show you LOD, but I just wanted to give a clear explanation. That is sales 1.2. That is what we multiplied, right? So apply. Okay. Now this is our new measure. So he wanted 3 measures, right? This is our third measure. So now what do we want is, we want the axis to be same. So for that we need to write a LOD calculation, because I want that same aggregation to be shown in every place. So for that I'll go into analysis, create calculated field, fixed. Now whatever the dimension that we have in the view, here we have category, right? So I'm just pulling in category. Then here sum of, okay, I think sales itself we had, just a moment, we use aggregation here. Yeah, we already used an aggregation here, so we need not use the new thing. So here it is fixed category, because that is the dimension that is present in the view. Now sales 1 point. Be cautious here, I'm not using an aggregation because this field is already aggregated. That is okay. Sales 1.2 LOD. Okay, apply. Now what I'll do is I'll right click on this and I'll add reference line. Now when I'm adding, okay, before that, sorry, you have to, this whatever LOD that you have created right now, it should be present in the view. So I'm dragging that to detail, because whenever you want to add a measure or something to the reference line, that reference line, that measure should be in the view. So then add reference line. Now here you are seeing that sum of sales. Now let it be average, and it should be, see here it is showing, it is not either a table or pen, you have individual cells, right? So it should be at the cell level. Okay, now you can see there is a difference, there is a gap. Now let me, okay, now you understood this, right? Now we'll come back to that again. Okay, it is average, you have to keep that in mind. Then I'll drag sales 1.2 to here. Now you can see, let me remove this. Okay, even that reference line is gone. Let me add the reference line again. Sales 1.2 average, and at the cell level. Now if you see the reference line is coming at the cell level, right? Now I'll click on OK. In the same way, I'll go to sheet 6, and again I'll drag this sale 1.2 LOD to detail, and in the axis I'll click on add reference line, and now here it is pane. Now this is pane, so you have to understand the difference between cell and pane. Now here I want sum of sales LOD 1.2. This is what the new measure that we created, right? Now click on OK. Okay, now earlier we had some issues, right? But now if you see, See, the relativity between these two is now maintained. This is 1.2 times more, right? So it is showing a bit on the top. So now the axes are showing, right? But this is a bit haphazard, right? So what we'll do is we need not have these titles here, like these reference line. We need not show reference line, and neither we need to show any average or something on the reference line. So for that, first we'll click on edit. In this edit, label is none. Tooltip also we don't need, so none, and line also. Okay, now if you click anywhere, see, nothing is being shown. But isn't the reference line there? The reference line is present, because if you see here, the reference line is present, but we actually hid that reference line. Now again the same way, here I'll click on edit, the same way, label none, tooltip none, and also line none. Okay. Okay, now if you come to your dashboard 3, see, now it is a bit okay, but you know, these are a bit moving this side and that side. So for that, first we'll do is we'll not show the headers, and even here you will not show the headers. Now if you come to dashboard 3, now it's a bit okay, but not completely okay. That is because it should come a bit right. Now this alignment is what you have to take care of. Okay, before doing all this, let me do for Control Z. Now before doing all this, I want to increase the width of it first. Okay, now coming here, it is a bit this side, so I'll just try to move it a bit. Still some problem, so what I'll do is go to sheet 6 and the label. I'll make it entire view, and size I'll decrease it a little. Okay, now still we need something to be moved, so we'll still move this. Now this sort of some settings, that is what you have to do. Yeah, now perfect. If you see this being overlapped, some distortion is there, but that is what again you have to work it out. I think increasing the width of it or decreasing the width of it might solve the issue. Yeah, decreasing it is actually giving some positive results. See, so this is the solution, guys. Okay, and this will be the solution even if you want 4 charts. More than 4 we can't, but till 4 charts, I think this will be one solution that you want. I hope you like this this video. And before going, if you have any doubts, you can join this channel, Rayapati YouTube channel, which is present in Telegram. You can search in Telegram with the name Rayapati YouTube channel. You can find that. If you come and if you are a member of this, there are quite a lot of people who will be addressing your issues along with me. Okay, and we can be in one place, so that all scenarios, we will be accustomed to all scenarios, and it will be easy for us to work on Tableau. And the motto of this group is to create a harmonious group which will help each other when you're working on Tableau. Okay, and before leaving, as I always say, please do like, subscribe, and share my channel Rayapati, and also share it among your friends who are working on Tableau and are looking for job support. And also, if you want my these workbooks, hands-on workbooks, they are present in my Tableau public profile. And if you follow me, you will get an update whenever whenever I post a new workbook. Because not all my solutions are videos. Some are only present in my Tableau public profile. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the session, guys. Thank you. Thanks a lot.